Welcome to Coral Reef Restoration Nexus with international environmental issues. The goal of coral reef restoration is to rebuild coral reef populations and restore coral reef health. These efforts are crucial for protecting marine biodiversity and contributing to healthier oceans. Coral reefs worldwide are threatened by climate change, ocean acidification, pollution, sea level rise, and biodiversity loss from overfishing and invasive species. Coral reef restoration projects face many ethical issues related to climate change, including climate justice, the responsibility of developed nations versus developing nations, impacts on vulnerable communities, and the fairness distribution of resources. In the purple intersection between coral reef restoration and international environmental issues, we have the negative impacts of climate change on coral reefs, such as bleaching events and acidification. A global effort is being made to protect coral reefs and mitigate the damage related to climate change. The ethical theory that can be implemented here is utilitarianism. The ethical theory of utilitarianism through the lens of coral reef restoration has healthy coral reefs that can support biodiversity, protect coastlines from erosion, and sustain fisheries, which benefit local communities, local economies, and global food security. The ethical principle that applies in this intersection is intergenerational equality. The principle incorporates principles of stewardship and sustainability to balance current needs with future needs and welfare. In the orange intersection between coral reef restoration and ethical issues related to climate change, we have ethical considerations associated with prioritizing different coral reefs for restoration, how to allocate restoration resources, what impact restoration will have on local communities, and how to responsibly fund restoration projects, especially those that take place in developing countries. Distributive justice is the ethical theory that links coral reef restoration and ethical issues related to climate change because it involves ensuring that the benefits of coral reef restoration efforts are distributed fairly among different communities. It is crucial to balance these decisions with the needs of future generations, making every choice weigh responsibly. The ethical principle that links coral restoration and ethical issues related to climate change is environmental justice. This principle addresses the disproportionate ecological burdens that marginalized and low-income communities might feel. The green intersection between ethical issues related to climate change and international environmental issues. This includes global policies and agreements and their ethical dimensions and disparities in how climate change affects different regions and communities. The ethical theory that applies to both is global justice. Global justice theory addresses fairness worldwide, considering the interests and rights of people across different nations. The ethical principle that applies to both is global interconnections. This principle addresses environmental issues that have international dimensions and require global cooperation. The ethical principle of climate change adaptation can also be applied. This addresses climate change and the need for mitigation and adoption strategies. Integration, insurance, and collaboration are in the intersection of all three in the center. Coral reef restoration needs to be integrated into international climate change action plans, ensuring that restoration efforts are conducted ethically while ensuring global equality and justice. Collaboration across nations and organizations is needed to address environmental and ethical concerns. The ethical theories of global justice, utilitarianism, and distributive justice can be used to take an ethical approach while we accomplish all of this. Thank you.